Hello and welcome to my ePortfolio. My name is Stephen Walsh. I am a primary elementary teacher and a graduate of the University of British Columbia's Master of Educational Technology, or MET program. This ePortfolio is a culmination and a summary of my work throughout the program. It will serve as a reference for myself, my peers, and my employers. It is also meant to satisfy the Teacher Qualification Service Category 6 requirements. In this short video, I will bring you through the different sections of my ePortfolio so that you can decide how best to interact with it. First, let me talk about my theme. My site is titled Way of the Master. The narrative that weaves the portfolio together is that of a samurai who develops through learning, training, and service. This process reflects my development through the MET program. Like a master samurai, the MET journey required diligent study. It facilitated regular training, and it provided opportunities to put the lessons into service of my teaching practice. Some metaphorical gymnastics was necessary to fit the different courses into the thematic categories, because each course had different elements of learning, training, and service. However, the narrative of a samurai developing his skills through a variety of experiences aptly represents my growth in and beyond the MET program. Below the header of the landing page is a kind of sitemap that guides you through the main sections of the ePortfolio. The sections can be accessed from here, from the drop-down menus along the top, or by the navigation buttons on the bottom of most pages. The first section is Learning, which represents the foundational backbone of the MET program. In this section, I focus on the theoretical and methodological lessons I've learned. In training, I gathered the courses that I had more direct applications to teaching through technology. In this section, I have also included a blog page that represents the numerous discussion posts that constituted a large part of each MET course. I hope to maintain this page with a reasonable regularity, and so I would very much appreciate any comments you leave. The section entitled Service incorporates those courses that concentrated on a specific topic, math and science, arts and humanities, and business ventures. The final section, Ronin, represents the conclusion of my MET journey. It is my reflection on my graduating project and therefore on the MET program as a whole. The subsection called The Future includes my intentions for personal growth after the MET program. Each course I followed in the MET program has a dedicated page named after an aspect of the samurai's growth and development. They all roughly follow the same pattern. The section in the header is a narrative passage that adds thematic focus to the section. Each page begins with a brief description of the course and ties it into the theme. Below this are the artifacts that I chose to analyze. The files can be viewed through the scribed app within the page or accessed by clicking on the title. Likewise, the websites and videos can be viewed directly in the page or accessed through the hyperlink. The artifacts are followed by a reflection on the course taken as a whole. There are a few other sections that you might be interested in. The self-explanatory section entitled My Story gives you some background into my professional and personal life. My blog is a link to the blog that I maintain through an external WordPress site. In that blog, I document the range of educational topics as they arise in my practice. The section called The Artifacts is a one-stop shop for all the documents and websites detailed throughout the site. Finally, the References page lists the various resources that I have consulted during the MET program and the completion of this ePortfolio. This ePortfolio documents my learning experiences and reflections on the Masters of Educational Technology program, but it was also a learning experience in and of itself. However, it is not a static document. I plan to improve it as time goes on and interact with the blog as topics arise. Therefore, I welcome any feedback that you can offer. At the bottom of the Setting and Future pages is a form that you can fill out and have comments sent to me. I promise I will respond to feedback in a timely manner. I appreciate your interest in my ePortfolio. Arigato gozaimasu.